Hello everyone, Kyle Bunger here, and welcome to another edition of Rate Their Chances. This is where we determine how likely or unlikely a character is to be in Fraymakers. There are many factors I take into consideration when determining this, but the most influential one is popularity, followed by communication, representation, and potential. Here is the scoring system for this series, with 5 meaning that I think the character will be in the base roster, while 1 means I think they have no chance of being represented at all. Which character are we rating today? It is Gunvolt from Azure Striker Gunvolt. Gunvolt and his games are pretty popular. Gunvolt games play similarly to Mega Man X and Zero games. This series has well over 2 million copies sold under its belt when you combine all the Azure Striker and Gunvolt related games. In the McCloud Gaming Discord, Gunvolt is talked about a lot. I'd say Gunvolt has to be in the top 15 franchises talked about for Fraymakers representation. His potential is very strong. Whether we are talking about him being a character or an assist, Gunvolt has a large array of both offensive and defensive capabilities that can be used in Fraymakers. He has his pistol, he has AoE attacks, he has self-healing and self-buffing capabilities that all could be used in Fraymakers. And I think that his versatility really helps his chances. If you'd want to learn exactly how Gunvolt could work as a character, I'd recommend Dr. Ninjake's video on it. It's pretty thorough and he does a good job with it. I actually want to talk about representation last, so let's get into communication instead. Inti Creates makes the Gunvolt games and they can be contacted via email on their website. They have collaborated with others in the past, most notably with Gunvolt appearing in Runbow, Blade Strangers, and Indie Pogo in the future. Representation is last, and I think it could be possible that other playable characters from Gunvolt could make it over Gunvolt himself, but it would depend on if they could be more interesting as a character or an assist than Gunvolt. Beck from Mighty No. 9 could represent Gunvolt, but I also think he has too much of an identity of his own to represent it at the same time. Copen, Gunvolt's arch rival, could be an interesting pick over Gunvolt. He has a good amount of material to work with from his boss fight encounters as well as his playable appearances. After seeing what he could do, I can't sit here and say that he wouldn't be just as likely as Gunvolt to be in Fraymakers. The only thing Copen doesn't have going for him is that he isn't the main character of the Gunvolt series, and he's not the character that people request when they ask for a Gunvolt character. I think giving people the character they ask for is important, but I still will end up rating these two together for the sake of the fact that I think they might end up being a package deal. So with that being said, I'm giving Gunvolt a rating of 4 and Copen a rating of 3.5. I think the most likely scenario here is that Gunvolt will be a DLC character for Fraymakers and Copen will tag along as an assist. I think the Gunvolt games are highly praised by anyone who plays them, and it is a very successful series overall, so I'd be surprised if we don't get something from Gunvolt. Who should I rate next? Let me know in the comments below. I do take requests, and I'll see you on the next Rate Their Chances. Bye.